AITA for shaming my mother for having 3 kids with 3 different members of the same family and marrying another member of that family? Unfortunately, this is my family. My dad dated my mother for 10 years or thereabouts. They had me when they were 25 and they broke up when I was 6 because my mom was having an affair with my grandfather, Dad's father. My dad left Mom and he refused to have anything to do with his father again. He continued to share custody of me though, and he ended up with primary custody when I was 12. My mother had a child with my grandfather, Ella, who was born when I was 7. Then my mother had a thing with my uncle, Dad's brother, and had a kid with him. Troy was born when I was 10. My grandfather and uncle are both deadbeats to Ella and Troy. For years my mother tried to make Dad have a relationship with both Troy and Ella, but he refused, and he told her she could go to hell. My dad hates my mother and is repulsed by her actions. They fought over it a few times when my mother said it was unfair to make me miss out on a happy family. When Troy was just a baby, my mother started dating my aunt, Dad's sister, and then they got married. My aunt used to join my mother in trying to make Dad play some sort of role in the lives of my mother's other kids. My aunt used to give me hell for getting into adult business too. I found it so weird that my mother dated and had kids with people in mine and Dad's family and then married my aunt. My aunt said it was none of my business and she called me a brat and my father's son for making a big deal out of it. Then she used to get annoyed that I still called her my aunt. It was a combination of all of this and the fact I didn't want to live with my mother that led Dad to getting primary custody of me. I still had to spend 1 weekend a month at my mother's house, but it was better than 50% of the time. My mother and my aunt never expressed any issue with my grandfather or uncle being involved in the lives of the kids they made, but my dad was the one in the wrong for not having a relationship. When I turned 17, now, I told my mother I was done going to her house and I was done having a relationship. She tried to force me back but failed, and she tried really hard to have contact with me in some way, but I blocked her and my aunt. A few weeks ago, she showed up at the mall where I work, and she followed me around after my shift ended and demanded we talk. She told me I couldn't keep avoiding her and that Ella and Troy missed me and wanted to see me. She started screaming at me about what a good mother she was and how I had no reason to go no contact like I did. She told me I had some weird obsession with taking Dad's side and it should stop. I told her she didn't give a single shit about me when she cheated on Dad with my grandfather and made a baby or when she made another baby with my uncle. I asked her if she realized how fucking weird it was that she had 3 kids with 3 different members of the same family. I asked her if she cared what that would do to the kids she had before all of this. Then I mentioned how it got even weirder when she married my aunt. I told her it fucked up all the relationships and I was expected to not have any thoughts or feelings on it beyond yay, and I said that wasn't the reality. Then I told her I was embarrassed to be her son and that I wanted nothing more to do with any of them except for Dad. I told her Dad was my family and she needed to leave the 2 of us alone. Her and my aunt confronted Dad after work a few days later, and they accused him of poisoning me and raising me wrong because how dare I shame my mother like that. They told him he was the reason the family didn't work. It pissed me off, but Dad took care of it so I didn't get involved further. My mother showed up another day I was working, and she told me I need to get off my high horse and stay out of her bedroom. Then she told me I have another sibling on the way, Aunt's pregnant, and that I need to get over myself and come be a good brother and apologize for treating her like a shit stain on my underwear. AITA? Because technically I did say all that I did to shame her and to let her know I was ashamed of her, and maybe that's not the way to go. I did end up getting security involved the second time, so I didn't say more.